Hello, my children. I miss you all. So I've put together this presentation to show you what we would be covering in class this week anyways. So we're going to be doing log functions. So that is converting from exponent form to log form. And we're going to solve basic log functions. And I've created this nice video because I know you all miss me and you want to hear my voice. So I'm going to go to our notes, and let me get this on full screen. All right, so I have logarithmic functions. So here are my two forms. I have exponent form, which is what you're used to seeing. I would have a number raised to a power, and that would be an answer. So for example, I would have, maybe not. Hold on, let me plug in my markers. We all know my wonderful technology skills here. All right, so I would have 2 squared equals 4. So that's what you're used to seeing, is a number raised to a power equals a whole number. If I convert it to log form, I'm going to have the word log always. My base number is going to stay the same. So whatever your base is right here, that's going to be my little number right after the log. And then my next two numbers are going to just switch spots. So now I'm going to have 4 equals 2. And that's my basic log form. So first number, which is known as your base, will always stay the same. Next two numbers always switch spots. Okay, so let's do some problems together. All right, so I've given you log form, and I want to convert to exponential form. So I no longer need the word log in my answer because I'm going to write it the way you're used to seeing it. My base stays the same, so that's the 2. The 8 and the 3 simply switch spots. The 3 becomes my exponent, 8 becomes my answer. And that is my exponent form, so that's all I have to do. So for number 2, my base is 4. My fraction and my negative 4 are going to swap. Negative 4 becomes my answer, or my exponent. 1 over 256 becomes my answer. And then on number 3, 4 is my base. And we should know that if I square the 4, my answer is 16. And then on number 4, 3 is my base. And if I raise that to the power of 6, I get 729. So that's the simplest way I know how to convert to exponent form. If you need to pause, you can and rewatch it. Next slide, we're going to go backwards. I am giving you exponent form, and I want to convert to log form. So all my answers are going to have this word log in it. My base number is going to stay the same, so that 15 just becomes a wee little 15 right next to log. And the same rule applies for my last two numbers. I switched their spots, so I get 3375 equals 3. Number 6, I'm also going to start with the word log. 4 is my base, and it is going to stay my base. And I want to say that 2... No, sorry, wrong thought. And my 2 and my 1/2 are going to switch spots. Sorry, I was having a brain fart. And then for number 7, I have log. My base is 4, which it's going to stay. And then I would have 64 equals 3. And then for 8, I'm going to start with log again. My base is 125. My 5 and my 1/3 switch spots. And that's it for those ones. Next ones require a little calculator, and I will be sending you all a link to use so you have an online calculator, because I know most of you don't have our handy dandy calculators that have a log button. I'm not real sure about your phones because I don't use my phone calculator because I get irritated with them. So if I want to evaluate a log, what I'm going to type is I'm going to type the word log, and this is going to end up being a division problem. But when I do my division, my base number is not going first. the other number goes first. So I'm going to do log 4 divided by log 16. And if I take you all to this little website, it's a online calculator, you're just going to hit this log button. And then, what numbers were we? 4. So 4 divided by log 16. And then you're just going to hit enter. And then it gives you this exact form here. That's what I want. I want the fraction. So our answer for this one would be 1/2. So I'm going to do the same exact thing for 10 and 11. I'm going to do log 81 divided by log 3. So I'm going to go back to that website and do log, what was it, 81? Yeah. 81 divide, oh, why am I little? I don't want to be little. I don't know why I'm little. Oh, I hit the wrong log. Sorry. 81 divided by log 3. So make sure you hit this plain log button, not the one with the little box on it. And then I get 4. Because if I would take 3 and raise it to the 4th power, it gives me 81. So that makes sense. So this one I have a fraction. I'm still going to work the same. I have log 256 divided by log 1/2. So if I go back to this website, hit the plain log, not the log with the box, 256, you can either hit the buttons or type it, it doesn't really matter, divided by log, I'm gonna, let's see if this works, 1/2. Oh, good, that works. Oh, an ad popped up, sorry. All right, and then I would get -8 as my answer. So this would be -8. So that's those ones. The last type of problem we have is I want to solve something. So I'm going to actually work this the same way, but instead of being able to write log something divided by log something, because that would put me log x divided by log 36. So it's not really helpful because we don't know what we're plugging in for x. So I'm going to convert this to exponent form. So I have 36 raised to the 3/2 equals x. So that's more helpful because my x is by itself. So I can go back to this calculator and find out what 36 to the 3/2 power is. And we're just going to say evaluate. And we get 216 after that little add. There we go. So I would get my answer as x equals 216. So I'm going to do the same thing with number 13. I'm going to convert it to exponent form. So I have 16 to the 5/2 equals x. So I'm going to go to handy dandy calculator, find out what 16 to the 5/2 equals. And we're going to hit evaluate. And we get 1024. So this answer would be x equals 1024. And that's all my answers. And this is your basic log introduction that I can really give to you without seeing you. And the end is I miss you all. And I hope you all are staying safe and home. And I hope I get to see you all soon.